Hi, I'm Marquise,
And this is your one and only favorite Taylor.
and welcome to the You Stuck With Me podcast.
You stuck with me.
In this podcast, you get to learn about our relationship, the ins and outs, and everything that happens in between.
Basically went through the sickness and the health and almost death do us part before we said I do.
And she's stuck with me, I'm stuck with her, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
And now y'all stuck with us.
Episode starts right now. All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
What?
Got money on my mind, I can never get enough.
Nothing.
And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there.
There.
And they say yeah.
Yeah.
And they stay there up, down, up, down, up, down. Because all I do is win,
Win.
win,
Win.
win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air and make them stay there.
Yeah, listen, Luda. Ludacris said going in the verse because I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Woo! When your hands go up and get them in the sky for the homies that did make it. Now my folks got down. Woo!
Man.
I never went nowhere, but they said Luda's back. Blame it on the conjure.
They
The
call
hood
it
called it Luda Yak. I'm on this foolish track, so I
Bang.
spit my foolish flow. My hands go up, down, like the strippers' booties go.
We're going to leave that part to Luda, okay?
My verses still be serving.
Steve. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Marquise.
And this is the one and only and your favorite Taylor.
And we're back with another episode of the You Stuck With Me podcast.
You stuck with me.
Bae, I am so excited about this episode.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. And I know, if I want to.
I'm going to let you have that one because that was pretty good.
Hey, let me have it. I'm on point. I never miss.
Right.
Okay.
No, but what's up, y'all? So we're happy about this episode. If you guys haven't seen it on social media.
Wait. Before we do that, we got to bring in somebody else. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, everybody.
Steve, are you excited for this episode?
I'm excited. I'm not gonna say what I am yet,
But
but I'm excited. That's what I am.
So, if you guys haven't been following us on social media, we got a huge announcement, y'all. This goes back to an announcement that we made on an episode probably 2-3 episodes ago, maybe possibly. So, we did a thing, y'all. So we were nominated for Best Hosting Duo by the Black Podcast Awards. And I'm proud to say that we won that category. Yes. So you guys can now officially say award-winning podcast, You Stuck With Me podcast, 2025 Best Hosting Duo by the Black Podcast Awards.
What a beautiful award.
Yes. And make no mistake, we didn't just get one. We have two of them, but we only brought one for the aesthetics. So eventually we're going to show on social media that we both got two awards, but now you guys can call us award-winning podcast.
And Steve, do you know what that means for you?
I do.
Steve, you can say you're an award-winning producer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the book now.
Hey.
Yes. It was definitely a team effort. So Steve, I want to give you your flowers because you've been here for just about every episode since we've been in the studio. So from both of us, we want to say thank you for all your hard work and all the things that you do for us and things that you show us, because I know it says duo, but this was a team effort and we couldn't have did it without you.
Let's call it a trio for now.
We could put an X on it and put trio.
Yeah, I'm proud of y'all, and I want to thank y'all too for just like all the journey. You know, we've had a good time in here. We've learned a lot as we've been growing, and yeah, I mean it's definitely a beautiful thing that you guys, including, well, not you guys, but we together won this
Gotta
award.
get that straight. Gotta get that straight.
We together won this award, but you know, y'all are the faces of You Stuck With Me, but I'm like the voice in the sky.
You're the voice of reason, because sometimes I be ready to choke the heck out of Marquise.
Why does everybody feel like they gotta put a threat on me?
I wouldn't choke you, Marquise.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I would.
I'll dap you up.
I would choke him and then dap him up later like ain't nothing happened.
Well, sometimes you choking me ain't always a bad thing.
Oh, this is a family show.
No,
Oh.
but in all seriousness, like Steve, like I said, we want to thank you for everything you've done, the journey, the lessons, the funny conversations, recording everything. We also, from us as a whole, we want to thank all our listeners, everybody who's tuned in, listened to an episode, giving us some feedback. All of our guest podcasters that we've had, anyone who has been a listening ear for us. I definitely want to thank my wife because, like I said, this doesn't work without you.
You do this a lot. I accept you giving me my flowers, but you do this a lot. You don't speak for me, man,
If I speak to you.
but you're not speaking for me. I got my own special way where I want to thank everybody.
Oh, excuse me.
Dang. Oh, that actually kind of hurt. I should stop doing that.
Ah. Just like that.
No, I'm just giving Marquise a hard time. But Steve, yes, thank you so much. It's beyond producing. Just actually taking the time to do all that you do.
Yeah.
And on camera and behind the scenes. And we appreciate you. And you're not a cousin. We told you that. You're not a cousin. You stuck with us forever. Life.
You've been hit brother status.
Life. Life. In the good way, because that song they was talking about, they was in jail.
But they eventually got out, remember?
They eventually got out. And then to everybody who's tuning in, listening, whoever shared, liked, subscribed, rate, wore the merch, because we can't forget about that.
Yes. Everybody who supported the live show.
Everyone who supported the live show. And then most importantly, y'all day ones who listened to us when we was in our dining room table with cell phones and
a ring light. But man, that seems so long ago.
It does seem so long ago, but it wasn't really that long ago.
That's true.
I mean, it's been a long ago season-wise, yeah, because what is it, season 8?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, season-wise it's been long, but actually in actual chronological time, it has not been that long.
Yeah, and I think right now with this award, we just get a chance to sit back and really appreciate that our time and effort has not only been noticed by our listeners and anyone who's given us an ear, but also our fellow podcasters. They say that we're the best duo that they've seen, and we don't take this award lightly, but we definitely appreciate it because a lot of things that you guys, that as our listeners see or hear, you guys only get the tip of the iceberg. You don't see the behind the scenes stuff where we're just talking, coming up with conversation, talking about how we can make the podcast better. Sometimes late night conversations, making sure that the podcast gets out on time. Just trying to schedule the guests.
The sleepless nights, because there's been a couple in the beginning. It was really hard for me. I'm like, let's just wake up early and do it.
Yeah, but we definitely want to thank you guys as our listeners, or as my wife say, our cousins, for just showing us love over 8 seasons. And I believe if I have the permission, I can speak for my wife when I say we're not going nowhere and we're not done yet.
I was getting ready to sing a song. I'm gonna go ahead and sing it anyway. Going, we ain't going nowhere.
We can't just stop now,
cause it's you stuck with me for life. Can't say the other one, cause he in some trouble.
Well, you know what? This gives me an idea to ask.
Well, before you do that, I wasn't done with my thank yous.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Dang. Let me tell y'all something.
I'm gonna sit over here in my co-host corner.
Let me tell y'all something. Ever since we got this award, Marquise been acting brand new. He been acting brand new.
I know you ain't talking.
I am talking because I didn't do anything. But before we get to that, I want to thank Marquise as well. Even though you gets on my nerves, every single part of my nervous system has been worked. Okay, has been worked, and the headaches that you give me, I wouldn't do it with anybody else.
I appreciate that. Thank you, beautiful.
Yeah, but Steve, let me tell you how your friend over here been acting brand new since we got this award. Okay,
Here we go.
yes, here we go. And I
Going
wish you
through
would
the
try to
same
deny this. So do
thing.
you know what this man did? He makes a reel about me. I didn't do nothing differently. I just took a shower and I put on some smell good. And I'm going to my class, right? Here he go talk about who you try to impress. You over here acting up. And then talk about I got on some
Cheek clappers.
some cheek clappers. Some cheek clappers, but it's some sweatpants that he gave me.
And I gave it to her for a reason.
That you know, it don't even show all that. It's baggy on me. And I'm just like, really? It is baggy on me. And then on top of that, he's making me late at this point. And I'm just like, why? Just why?
What's the answer, Marquise? Why?
Why?
Well, if you pay attention to the reel, I said I was just giving her a tough time just to mess with her.
Oh.
It's out of
Well,
love.
that's part of the joy of the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's like it's a little peek into your lives. Like the show is one thing, but the reels are like a little extra behind the scenes, like y'all say at the end of every episode.
I
a little
love how
behind the
you
scenes.
make that sound so nice and that he is just so innocent with this. I love that. I love your spirit for that. But Marquise is a little terrorist.
Well, I got to give him credit for calling them cheek clappers. That's pretty funny.
Oh my gosh. Don't give him no more credit.
I'm just saying though.
I mean, they his old sweatpants, so that means he was wearing cheek clappers before he gave it to me.
No, I
Yeah.
I outgrew them and they shrunk
Uh,
after being washed and dried all this time, so I gave them to you.
Mm,
They're so much more fitting.
Clap your cheeks, Marquise.
right.
No,
Flap your wings.
hey, we're
Drop
not.
down to get your eagle on, boy.
No, we're not about to do that. No, not at all.
Well, a little segue. I wanted to say, and I have a follow up with a question, but it's interesting. Like, I've seen so much growth over the course of the time we've been working together. Has it been 3 years? 2 years? 3 years?
What is this, 2025?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 2 years.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've just seen a lot of growth. Like Marquise, you used to be more timid to an extent. You used to be more timid on the mic, but now you're really charismatic, really confident, and I feel like that's where awards come from, man. That's an award-winning personality and tone. And then Taylor, you've been able to sort of, what would be the word, like, to take on the persona of like a lead host. Not to say y'all aren't equal in terms of the host, but like the conversation moves because you're leading the conversation a lot of the time. Like you guide it to where it needs to go. Marquise, you're not just like a backup dancer, but you like contribute like the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? The message. I don't know. Maybe I'm rambling, but
Nah, you're not rambling, but I think we both get where you're going.
Yeah, because it sounds like you're saying that he is a main contribute. Well, not saying that I don't contribute, but he's like a main contributor. He's the one that really puts the conversation in context, the calming storm
the
of
context,
it. Yeah, and me, I mean, my personality, y'all know, it just whatever.
You got that.
But-
You got that it factor.
Thank you.
You got like the entertainment factor.
Right, the
Marquise has,
funny.
like, the calm and collected and
The wise.
and keeping it
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
I appreciate that because
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I definitely been working on giving context when I'm telling a story. Just want to make sure that our audience is still able to follow us no matter what the topic is.
Yeah, and then I first of all, I appreciate that. I thank you for that compliment, Steve. But I honestly think I'm not funny. Marquise would
No,
tell
you're
you, I think I'm
hilarious.
corny.
Yo,
Thank
crack
you.
up.
I am corny. I
She swears up and down that she's corny, but the
I
thing,
am corny.
but you're not. And Steve is probably going to agree with me. What makes it funny is that you say what everybody's thinking, but you don't try to be funny with it. But the way it comes out is funny.
It's presentation.
Yes.
And it's because you don't think it's funny that it's funny.
Yes, that's exactly it.
And I just be saying the first thing that come to my mind.
Yeah. Or like your timing when you throw a song out and it's hilarious. Like it's like that's the perfect song for this moment. That is like
And that's why it's called comedic timing.
yeah, comedic timing for sure.
I appreciate that,
Musical comedic timing.
Ooh, that's a good one right there.
y'all.
That part.
I appreciate it. And then what you were saying about me navigate. I think you were trying to say that I'm the one that keeps the conversation on task sometimes. Yeah. When Marquise goes on the deep end, I say this is a family show. Yeah, I find myself doing that a lot.
You know, I think we both find ourselves doing that, but in different ways.
Yeah.
And I think that's what, with our distinct personalities, we know when to segue it back to the topic, and we just do it with our own spin. But it works for the podcast, so
It's
not
dynamic.
Yeah.
But Steve, we gotta give you props too. You are hilarious.
Yeah.
You are.
I try.
If we had bloopers for you, those would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Cause y'all don't see what he says off mic.
Y'all don't.
He does.
Y'all think he funny and got some interesting stories on air.
Yeah. I gotta do some more on mic. I need to contribute more. But sometimes I don't be wanting to interrupt because y'all have sometimes it'll be like a beautiful story or like something like interesting, like something that's going on, and it's like, I like to give y'all a moment. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because it's like at the end of the day, obviously I'm part of the podcast now, but y'all started it, and your dynamic is it's like deeper than our dynamic, if that makes sense. But at the
I
same
get what you're saying.
I get what you're
so
saying.
it's like I like to give y'all space to
Operate.
operate, yeah, to do the show. But then if I have something to say, I don't feel afraid to say it. Like I feel like it's a good space for me to jump in sometimes. But
Mhm.
like I'll be over here entertained. Like sometimes I don't want to chime in because then I would have to like throw off the flow of the conversation. But
We get it. But our cousins, when what was that? The last hiatus? No, not this last hiatus. Before that, the hiatus we took before we did the live show. We kept hearing feedback that the cousins wanted to hear from you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you told me
they
that.
love your input.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay. Your inputs are often insightful.
yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes not so much, but don't do crack, guys.
I was expecting that.
But babe, they really was sniffing that shit.
That story is still hilarious in itself. We should have told those two stories together. That would have been hilarious.
Well, Steve, did we ever tell you that story?
Yeah. I remember
Okay,
that one.
I was about to say we told Steve that
Yeah,
story.
you told me. I don't know if you told it on the pod, but you told me.
I mean, we could tell it.
I think almost. I don't know.
I want to say it was a podcast episode. But
Yeah.
I mean, we could tell it.
May as well at this point.
Yeah, since we here, we can talk about it now.
All right, so this is back before we were married. We were trying to pay for the wedding, so we were doing Uber Eats at the time. So I'm driving this. It's in the evening, not late at night. So I'm in the lane where you would turn right if you were to go
The
down.
right turning lane.
Right turn lane. So I'm driving. I'm not looking next to us because it was a truck next to us, and she's looking at the passenger in the next vehicle, and he's just kind of lift his head up, and he was like playing with his nose, and she's like, "Bae, bae."
No, you tell. Let me tell this, cause you tell it wrong.
But you tell it even funny.
Let me tell this story. So yes, we were doing Uber Eats. It was actually my shift and Marquis, and we just go in each other Uber Eats shifts at night for safety, right? I don't think it was like hella dark. I'll say probably like 5:30, 6 o'clock,
Yeah.
and it's in the summertime, so
It's still it's still bright
kind of
outside.
light, right? And it's this white van. It's this white van just coming to our lane, right? Like this close, like where my hand is, this close. And I'm like, what the heck is going on, right? And then Marquise, he liked to drive. He focused on driving, stuff like that. I got the food in my hand. I think we was on our way to drop it off. So I'm just like, what is going on? I was like, babe, do you see this white van? He like, no, I'm not even paying attention. So I'm like, what is going on? So I see this person just, sniff a whole line, like, and I'm like, no, they not. I said, this is why. This is why they can't stay in the lane, because the driver and the passenger over here sniffing lines. I said, babe, they sniffing that stuff. And he laughing. And I'm like, what is so funny? He was like, you. I said, babe, they really sniffing that stuff. You really need to be careful, because that's why they swerving up in his lane. I'm like, they are sniffing that stuff. And he's laughing at me. He's laughing at me, and I'm getting pissed because I'm like, you over here laughing. I said, what is so damn funny? Like, I for real. How? Uh, I'm for real. Like, what is so funny? He was like, you. I said, I'm not being funny. He's really over here sniffing this stuff. Oh, I ain't say stuff, but just for the purposes, I'm trying to not curse. They sniffing this stuff, and he was like, "It's not what you said.
It's
I
how you
believe,
say
I
it.
believe I believe that's what's going on, but it's how you said it. It's just so funny." I was like, "I ain't telling you nothing else, man. Next time we just gonna have to go up to glory because you over here too busy laughing at me." But they was in the van sniffing lines.
And what even made it funnier, but it's like after the fact when you thought I didn't believe you, go like, but babe, they really was sniffing that stuff.
Yeah, because he laughing. I'm thinking he not believing me. He think I'm joking. I'm like, no, but for real, they sniffing this stuff over here. That's why they can't stay in their lane.
But it was when you did the. That's what made
That's
it.
what they did. They was like, and I'm like,
And
I'm like, what is it, Studio 54? Like mobile? No, the mobile version of Studio 54.
man, look,
And I know some of these listeners out here like, what she know about that? I know
this
a lot.
she's a music head, so
That-
y'all should not be
That
surprised.
ain't no just music thing. That's an entertainment thing.
And what's crazy was Studio 54 was around when I was born because it closed in '89.
Oh, yeah, that was before my time.
That's still wild now. I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we just
That booger sugar.
we just want to just look back on all the stuff that we've done with this episode. We reached 100 episodes, 8 seasons. Oh, we got to show y'all the award. So, babe, you want to show them the award?
Babe, we showed them the
showed
award. We
I know.
showed it.
But some people might want to see it a second time.
Second dose.
Don't stop till you get enough.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna try to show this the best way I can because Marquise forget that I'm still on a brace. So there we go.
Boom.
Boom.
So, like we've been saying, now y'all can call us award-winning podcasters, and it's only up from here.
Okay, so what is the best moment from the podcast for both of you? What is the award-winning moment for both of you? If you had to
That's a
pick
good
one moment, you don't got to think too hard about it. There can be a different answer, but just whatever you can come up with off the top of your head.
Oof.
Award-winning moment.
Oh, I already know mine.
What is it?
The live show.
Hmm.
100 episodes. We got to see a lot of our listeners. Got to get engaged with our listeners. It was a fun night. Nerve-wracking, but it was fun. I wouldn't say nerve-wracking. I was just nervous, but it was fun.
Oof. I say the moment would be for me was. It's hard.
Okay, I'll chime in. Mine is the interview with Byron and his wife.
Yeah.
Byron and Margaret.
Yeah, Byron.
Wait, the first or the second time?
First time.
First time. Okay.
First time. I was there for both, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time for sure.
So shout out to the Beyond I Do podcast, Byron and Margaret.
Because I remember Byron was like, "I'm not gonna sing." He started singing, and then it's like he can sing.
And they, I always like talking to them because they have that portrait in the background, the one that everybody sees on the Cosby Show.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I definitely got a soft spot for them because they're the greatest people.
You know what? I'm gonna say something more recent. I would say the interview we just did with Darion.
Yeah,
And it just is mentioned that it's funny that y'all mentioned the live show and then the guest spots. I think that's when I started to know, like, okay, we're evolving into a new era with the podcast. Because I remember it just started with just me and Marquise just talking about, what going on in our marriage and what we're from the outside looking in. But then actually when we started incorporating more guests and having them tell their stories, I'm like, oh, we got something like special here.
yeah, because like life does, we evolve as people and we
Mhm.
evolve as a marriage. I think it's only right that the podcast evolves as we evolve.
Yeah.
So I know that going forward, we're gonna be touching a lot of different issues, telling a lot of different stories, um, just finding new things that are innovative that we can do on the podcast and talk about on the podcast because life never stops. There's always something.
Yeah, the only way from here is up.
Exactly.
There's room for there's so much growth has already occurred, but that doesn't mean there's not still like infinite room for growth. So there's always going to be room to innovate and change, and that's what excites me. Like I love doing this because I get to see people grow, and sometimes I don't. Like sometimes people don't want to grow, but y'all actually want to grow. Like y'all actually want to innovate, which is pretty cool. It's fun.
Y- It is, and you get to. One of the ways that we've grown is, like she said, we started out in our dining room table, and now we're in the studio, and we have books that we've read and people that we've talked to and guests, and we've been on a lot of guest spots. I think we've probably done maybe a good 3 dozen.
I don't know. I lost count after 12.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that just as we continue to evolve in this podcast, and then we talk to other couples, younger and older, different walks of life, I think that's going to help with the evolving of the podcast.
Now, I will say this. It's another moment that really made me realize like we have something special here. So we actually did an interview while we were in Baltimore for the award show. We did an interview. We did a guest spot, I would say. I like the word guest spot instead of interviews because I feel like interviews is more like made me think that I'm applying for a job or something like that. But anyway, I'm not gonna give too much. I'm not gonna give the person name in the podcast. So when it comes out, y'all actually be surprised. But um, we did this guest spot with this young lady. She was so nice,
Hmm.
right? So nice, so energetic, and she was asking us questions. The flow of it was cool, but at the end of it, she told us that was her very first episode.
Yeah,
And she was like, I didn't even know if this was for me at first. Like I was she was nervous. She said she was nervous, stuff like that. But the thing about it was, from the conversation we had with her,
you
we
couldn't
wouldn't even
tell.
tell. And then after that, she was like, everything started to align with her for her with that, and it get to a point where she was just overwhelmed with tears.
Yeah,
When's
A-
she coming on the pod? She's gonna call in.
we working out,
yeah.
get
Wow,
on now,
I'm interested. That sounds great.
Yeah, and I was just like, not that we out here changing lives for real and
But
influencing people like this.
but it makes me remember the first time that we did a guest spot and we had our first guest, and I feel like in a way we're paying it forward because someone there was shout out to Nate LaRue of the Talking Block podcast because we were the first guest spot that on his podcast that we did. So, and he said that when he saw us and when he saw that we wanted to do guest spots, he reached out, but he didn't think that we were going to answer, and then we actually answered. So I think if no matter big or small, I think that everyone deserves a shot to have someone on their podcast and help them grow because as not just as individual podcasts, but as the community of podcasts grows, so as everyone grows, so does the podcast community grow. No matter which side of the spectrum you're on, because everybody has something to contribute and everything, and everybody has something to talk about.
And then also too, one of my other moments that I'm like, okay, we got something special here, when other podcasts are telling us they're fans of ours.
Yeah, that was the first. The
I'm
first
like,
time I had heard that, I was like,
I'm
"Wow."
like, fan of me. I, I'm like, I'm just a goofy. I'm just a goofy woman from the South Side. And in real life, I'm shy. So it's like, it's like, wow.
Mm.
Another big moment was when Marquise interviewed his dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That was a great episode.
that was a
That
good
was at
episode.
the time that was the longest episode ever made. I think maybe in the studio. I don't know
Mhm.
about prior to the studio, but that episode was probably like an hour and 10 minutes or something.
I think that at the time that was the longest
I think it
episode.
was the longest one, and it
No,
was
that was the longest one done in studio, but that's the second longest one in
Now
the whole
officially,
thing. Huh?
now officially because we just did the podcast with Darian.
No, no, no. The longest one before your dad was the one you did with Darius.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because that was actually made into like 2 parts, almost three.
Shout out to Darius
Yeah,
because
shout out to Darius.
he was our first guest, our very
Yeah.
first guest.
Yeah. And it seemed like Marquise be having all the guests when I have to take away step away from stuff.
I gotta have somebody to talk to.
Well, well,
you have me.
yeah.
Of course. Of course.
That'd be a dope episode, though.
Yeah.
A men's cave episode.
Man cave.
Man cave.
You stuck in the man cave.
Stuck in the man cave.
We just need some pizza and some drinks and a podcast.
I'm gonna let y'all have it. Oh, I could sit in Steve's seat, be the
You
producer.
could be the producer.
Yeah, I could be the producer.
Swap out.
Mm-hmm.
Innovative.
Yep.
I like that.
But that may also mean too, I need to do a women's episode because
Yeah, yours is long overdue. Cause
I'm
it's
working on it.
overdue.
I'm working on it.
I know you are.
But then also too, I just told y'all I'm shy in real life.
Unbelievable.
Thank
Everybody
you.
keeps saying that.
There needs to be a cap sound bite. Is there a cap sound bite?
I wish, but we need to find one.
I
I'm gonna text you the cap emoji right now.
I am shy in real life.
And I noticed since you've been saying that, it took me a minute to realize that you're shy. You're just not shy with us.
Exactly. Y'all, my safe space. I feel like I'm a safe space. Really, Steve?
Steve
Really?
pulled up. He
Really?
he pulled up a cap on the screen,
Really?
and it's blue. That's funny.
really?
That is hilarious.
But as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted with the blue cap. But no, I am shy in real life. I am. And I'm not shy as in like I'm terrified. I do get slight social anxiety. And also it's just I'm the type of person I gotta fill out a room before I actually make a move.
I was about to say that I don't think you're necessarily shy. You just read the room and then you act accordingly.
Right. And then and sometimes I could be just perfectly fine sitting in the room, just not saying them, just observing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when you start to get me to include me and stuff and I gotta speak because you think I'm shy, that's I'm like, oh Lord.
And I think that's one of the ways that we compliment each other. You like to sit back and observe. I just like to dive
I
straight
just be
in.
chilling. I just be chilling. But when I'm on this podcast,
It's like day and night.
day and night. But yeah.
But it's been fun doing the podcast. I love it. I hope that our listeners have learned a lot from us and a lot about us. Definitely looking forward to a whole bunch of future seasons and where it goes from there. Steve, I
Excuse
hope
me.
you're going to remain on the ride with us because
Oh, of course.
Ain't no hope he is. I
I'm not
told him
going
he's
nowhere.
stuck.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
He's stuck.
Y'all like glue.
Nah, we adhesive. Velcro.
Nah, Velcro not strong enough.
Well, we gonna be that adhesive.
Yeah.
Uh,
You need some kind of product to get to unstick me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna be able to get pulled off.
Right.
You need like a thinner of some sort.
You stuck to us like that gorilla what the
Gorilla
gorilla
glue.
glue did to that girl head.
Ooh, babe,
Oh, that was too soon.
too soon.
How was that too soon? Wasn't that like 2 years ago?
Oh, you know what? That's right. Oh, I saw another video. Never mind.
I'm just saying. Yeah, it wasn't going nowhere.
But as far as next year go, you can't miss out on the podcast summit and Black Podcast Awards with us. You next year, you coming with us.
As long as I'm not working, but hopefully I'm not working. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, or I get PTO.
And you coming with me to a podcast summit too. I ain't
Why
playing
you
with
gotta
you.
put
You gotta
my
get your
business-
ish together.
Why you gotta put my business out there? Why you gotta put my business out there?
I mean, we tell our business on every episode. So
No, we don't.
yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Tiebreaker, Steve.
I'm gonna stay out of it.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer.
I'm gonna stay out of it.
What I was getting ready to say. So before we wrap this up, I got a question for everybody. We won the award. What's next?
You took my question, but I'll let you have it.
Hmm?
1,000 subs.
1,000 subs. I like that.
What's next? You know what? More live shows. More live shows.
Or live events, just events, or more engagement.
Yes.
Engagement.
Bigger guests. And when I say bigger guests, I mean guests that our listeners easily know the names and familiar with them.
I say iHeartRadio, and within the next 5 years, a Webby Award, and I think it might be time to consider writing that book.
I think the book needs to happen.
In the next 5 years, a book, seriously?
Yeah, within the next 5 to 10 years.
I agree with that. I can see that.
I give y'all 2 years.
2 years.
2 years. Y'all gonna start. You gonna start writing, and you're gonna be like, oh, we gotta finish this book.
Steve said we gotta start this right now.
I
Let
think
me start the clock right now.
I agree with you. There's one thing that I would like to add to that book that I know is going to be hilarious when it happens. Raising children, raising little us's.
Are you pregnant, Taylor?
No,
She's not pregnant. So I'm gonna say this for my wife. She is not pregnant until she stands in the shadow of the Holy Spirit.
Well, just made me want to get up and dance, 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 dance. Hallelujah. Finally.
So
Somebody on my team with that. Yes.
so
Thank you.
so yeah. At least for the time being, y'all can stop plotting on her uterus. And I thought I'd put my phone on.
I know you put that on Do Not Disturb.
I know you put that on Do Not Disturb.
I did.
Well, okay, I will say this. Because y'all asked me, y'all know I've been sitting on this answer for a minute. That's why it's so detailed. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put 2 books on the table. 2 books, children, Webby Award, and then also we will all be working for ourselves,
Agreed.
doing what we love.
Agreed.
And the 2 books, you probably like, what you mean 2 books? 2 books. So the one we gonna do together.
Why not 3? Because I think I know where you're going with it. But go ahead.
Okay, well 3 books. The one we're gonna do together, and the 2 we're gonna do separately. Because I always get the question, how, Taylor? How did you stick by Marquis' side through all this? Well, you know what? Gosh dang it, I might as well put it in the book for you.
See, I thought you were gonna say something else, but that's a good idea too.
What?
Well, the reason I initially said 3 is the one that we're gonna do together, and the one we would do separately. You would do one on motherhood, and I would do one on fatherhood.
Baby, I can't tell you nothing on motherhood just yet. I'm not even in the fruit of the loom of that.
Not the fruit of the loom.
Right.
But I mean, we're not gonna do it now, but just down the line.
Not in this 5-year plan.
That's more like a retirement book.
Right.
That's like a 60s book.
Right.
After you finished raising the kids.
Right.
I would say at least until they're 5 or 6. That'd be a good starter. Chapter book number 1 and make it a series. That's not a bad idea.
Baby, it's gonna be called Raising Taylor because they're gonna be raising me the way
See,
I
you
feel.
are funny. Come on.
The way the way I imagine these kids gonna be personality rise. Well, I mean, we can always send them to Uncle Steve too.
They'll have great musical taste. I only listen to gospel, so you gotta.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Gospel.
You gotta put them on some gospel, and then they can recommend the music to me.
That ain't nothing wrong with that.
We're gonna start off with 2 songs: "Mary, Mary Walking" and Yolanda Adams.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Already all right.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. As long as I got King Jesus.
King Jesus.
As long as I got King Jesus.
King
Long, 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 long. I don't need nobody else.
else.
Oh, what's that one? Erica did? Just a little. Ain't nothing wrong with a little more Jesus. That's a good one too. A little more Jesus.
We creating you a gospel playlist, Steve.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I said I'm gonna go ahead and write a solo book, talking about my experiences with taking care of the tall man. But just know that a book is. I think it's time to consider writing that book.
I think when you start thinking about that aspect, I think it's been long enough because it's been 8 years.
It's been a long time. Should never left you. Go out a dope beat to step 2. Step 2. Frick. Y'all don't know that song?
I know the song. That's
Oh.
Let's try again. Always the music head.
At first you don't succeed.
And that was one of our first episodes.
Dust yourself off and try again. My favorite episode is always gonna be our first episode.
Mine is always going to be the date night episode.
What song? Oh, we did the Luther Vandross song. Well, also, Steve, what is your favorite episode of ours?
Favorite episode.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever asked you, Steve. Now I
Yeah,
think
we
about
never
it.
did. You got some right here.
Hold on, wait. Let me answer that in a minute. I gotta read the song titles.
I think that's another way that the podcast has evolved because our episode titles used to be song titles.
Mm-hmm.
And now not so much. I mean, you still get the idea through the karaoke.
I mean, we still gonna do the karaoke. The karaoke is not gonna change.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the cousins continue, still want to hear it. Cousins, y'all still want to hear it?
I'm just looking at the Google Drive where I upload these. The hem. Y'all talked about the woman with the issue of blood. Y'all had an episode where y'all talked about the woman with the issue of
Oh,
blood.
yeah.
And I just remember that episode standing out a lot. I don't remember what the song was though.
Let me see. I feel like we need to revisit that. I feel like we need to revisit that because we have a story. I have a story with that.
Yeah, it was when you went to meet the person that donated to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Renee because she's definitely been a blessing from God, and she's definitely been my angel. And she's coming up in December.
Mine.
Oh, we gotta talk about that too.
Yep, we can do that in another episode. I'm curious now. What episode was that? That was a good episode. Angel.
That was about almost 2 years ago.
You want to know what song was on it? Y'all thinking about a different episode?
No, we're trying to figure out.
The one with them when we talk about the Marquise's donor and the woman of issue with blood.
I can just play a little bit of it. See what y'all singing.
This is a throwback exclusive. Superstar.
Superstar?
Lupe Fiasco.
That's one of my favorite songs too.
I will say this. I don't give myself much credit on a lot of stuff, but I give myself credit on the on the songs,
But
on
yeah,
the song selections.
but yeah, that was definitely one of my most emotional and vulnerable episodes because that moment. Everybody know what I've been through. That you can see why it's one of my most proud moments.
I would say, I would say what was my most vulnerable one, but I've had too many. That's one thing about this podcast. Y'all been having me in tune with my feelings.
That's not a bad thing.
Yes, it is,
Emotional gangster.
cause I'm an
Girl.
emotional gangster girl.
So yeah, we've been, as y'all can see, we've been through a lot. We got a lot that still left to come. So like my wife said, we're not going nowhere no time soon.
Going nowhere, we ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, cause it's you stuck with us for life.
All right, and once again, this is your boy Marquise.
Wait a minute, before you do all that.
Oh, you're right.
Now that's another thing too. Marquise be over here. That's another thing that makes us more weird. Cause Marquise be over here going ahead of me and stuff like that, and be doing his own thing. Be ready to cut y'all off.
I'm gonna step back a little bit. I'm sorry, beautiful. You want to tell the people where they can find us?
Why, yes, Pumpkin. Thank you. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or anywhere you stream your favorite shows. Then you can also find us on social media such as Facebook, IG, and the app formerly known as Twitter and TikTok. Bae, you want to drop the handles?
The handles for our social media, you stuck with me _ podcast. That is USTUCKWITME _ podcast. Once again, you stuck with me _ podcast. USTUCKWITME _ podcast. If you want to send us an email, email us at youstuckwithme@gmail.com. That is USTUCKWITME @gmail.com. And if you want to reach my personal handles, you can find me on IG at mine_1. That is mine_1 M1NE_1. You can find me on TikTok. You stuck with me _ podcast. Once again, USTUCKWITME _ podcast. And you can also find me on the app formerly known as Twitter at mine M1NE_1. You can find my beautiful wife at.
You can find me on Instagram and the app formerly known as Twitter under Queen Points. That is PO1NTZ. Again, that is Queen Points, PO1NTZ. And then you can also follow me on TikTok as well before we do the great migration from TikTok. Stay woke. You can find me under Queen Points 22. Again, that is Queen Points 22. And y'all make sure y'all email us because we got a listener letter episode coming up. And y'all always hear our stories. Let's hear some of y'all stories, see what y'all think. And then, Steve, where can our cousins find you?
At Roots Recordings and at Steve is Black on Instagram.
By the way, I find that very funny.
Yeah. For those that don't know, my name is Stephen White.
But he's black.
But I'm black. But I'm black.
Y'all silly. Once again, this is your boy Marquise.
And this is your one and only and your favorite Taylor. And then we also have
Steve.
So we out of here, y'all. This is our first episode as an award-winning podcast.
And don't forget. And y'all, one more time, we like to thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This award win would not be possible without God and you all. So continue to rate, review, subscribe, and share on all platforms.
Especially if you're on Apple Podcasts,
Spotify,
and YouTube.
So until then, you stuck. You stuck with us.
Peace out, y'all.
Hey, come back.
Later.
Peace.